Well, hello, boys and girls. It's your favourite grumpy granny from Grogy's Patch. And I'm back again because guess what? I haven't been thrifting for about 3 months. And I actually did go and get a few things the other day, and I thought I'd show you what they were. How about that? Exciting, isn't it? All right, let's get into it. Well, it's finally happened. I broke my non-thrifting little phase. My daughter was up yesterday and wanted to go to the op shop, so we went. And I had no intention of buying anything, but because I haven't been in my local op shop for so long, they actually did have a few things in there that I thought I would get. And, really, I think I've done okay. When I got home, there's one that I was a bit disappointed in that I obviously didn't look at properly in the shop at the condition, but the rest of them are pretty good. So, what did I get and how much did I spend? So I got all of these books, which I'll show you, and I paid $49 for the whole lot. Some of the sets had prices and they generally only charge like 50 cents kids books. So I don't know individually some of the single books what they charged. I just let her add it all up and decided at the end whether I thought it was fair, and it was. So first up I got this one, which is an interesting looking little book, and it's about Magda Gobel's First Lady of the Third Reich. Yeah, anything like that usually goes pretty well, and it's in, pretty nice condition. There's a little bit of damage there where something's bumped up against it, but apart from that there's no marks or anything in it, so it looks pretty good. And that's it's a first edition published in Canada in 1980. So there's that one. This is probably the one that I was disappointed in when I got home. So this is Walt Whitman's Leaves of Grass, and it has, when I got home, realised it's got a little bit of a damage there, but that's not too bad. The dust jacket's in really nice condition, and it's got no writing inside, which is good. The book itself is in really good condition, and it's got a nice picture of Walt Whitman at the front. So this publication of Leaves of Grass was first published in 1855 as a landmark of literary history. So there you go. And this is the 150th anniversary edition, so that's good. Now, in the religious section, I did get this, and I'm hoping that will show up on the screen okay. Yep. So this is the Psalms and Church Hymnary revised edition. So it's a little pocket, basically a little pocket psalm and hymn book, and they generally do tend to sell, so that's a nice little one. The condition's not too bad. Also, when I had a look through the sort of kids' books, there were these books about horses. So I've got a Pony Pals, which I already have a variation listing for. And these other ones are published by Scholastic, and they are Treasured Horses collection. But I also have another listing, which is just a horse variation listing for ponies and horse riding for kids. So they will go in there. A lot of this is stuff that will go into filling up my variations. Pity they weren't the matching set, but Suzanne Collins' Hunger Games set, the first 3, and they're in really good nick. I mean, the outside of them was in such good condition that I wasn't too worried about whether there was writing inside, which there isn't by the look of it, and that was $5 for the set. So they, again, will go into a variation listing to fill that up. This is probably going to be the best lot price-wise. Well, I don't know, apart from that big set at the back. I mean, I haven't price comped any of it, but this was $10 for this set of Trixie Belden. And it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which, yeah, I don't often find. But it doesn't matter anyway, because these will go into variation listings. They look in not too bad condition on the outside, apart from this one. This one's pretty trashy, so I'll discount it. And some are ex-library, which, is to be expected with these. It's in really good nick. Number 3. Yeah, this one's a bit trashy, but someone really, really wants it, they will buy it. Yeah, it's pretty. Might need a spot of glue, that one. And that one's in not too bad a condition either, so they were pretty good. The other one I got that was... I mean, it's a shame when they did this up because they're not a matching set. So for me, that's a shame. And I don't think they realised that. I think they just put all the John Marsden books together. But what it is there's Tomorrow When the War Began. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But then there's also While I Live, which is the first one of the Ellie Chronicles. Not that that matters. So that was $15 for the set. So what is there, 8 books? So that's less than $2 a piece. So that's all right. But again, it didn't matter to me, and it didn't matter that they would, because some of them are the wider books and some of the narrow books, but it didn't matter because, as I said, they are going into to provide fill-ins in my variation listings. Let's see what these are like inside. Yep, they're good inside. Now, John Marsden books actually have a 40% sell-through rate, which is absolutely incredible for books. Just be mindful of that. And the majority of the ones that are sold are paperbacks. There don't seem to be a lot of hardcovers. I haven't listed my hardcovers yet. That's coming. I did happen to notice, though, if you do happen to have a first edition of the very first book, which is Tomorrow When the War Began, from the first series, so the very first original book has sold just recently for... So just be mindful of that if you've got that one.
Not sure I understand.
Be quiet, Siri. So then I saw these in the religious section as well and thought, well, what are these? They looked a bit interesting and, you know, oops. And everybody knows I like old things. It says, Know Your Bible Program. And then someone's actually typed on a typewriter, put these little stickers on the front saying what's in each one. They must have got sick of having to go through them. So, what they are, Know Your Bible Program. Inside each one are booklets on different topics on knowing your Bible. And you might have scored, oh, look at that. Look at that. How nice is that? Made in Italy, and it's a leather bookmark. Very nice. So, yeah, I think... Look, as I said, I don't know. I haven't seen anything like this before. I didn't bother comping it. I just thought, that looks like my cup of tea. I will get that and see. I should have a look and see when these were published, because they do look fairly old. And just alone going by the typewriter, there, I'd say they go back a bit. This colour plate here is glued in, not printed. 1961. So there you go. And the beauty of them is that because they've been inside, even though these covers are a little bit, you know, worn, the booklets inside all appear to be in fantastic condition. And they look like they've got some interesting books and stuff too. Boys and Girls of the Old Testament is this one. So, oh yeah, they've all got little pictures stuck in all the way through. Maybe they came with them and you got to stick them in. I'll have to check that out. I might be able to find some information about that. All the colour ones are actually glued in. So they look like they might have been designed more for children. No more flashy bookmarks, unfortunately. But yeah. Oh, that one's damaged. That one there. Oh yeah, these ones are being a bit buggered, getting them in and out of the thing, in and out of the box perhaps. Or something's got to them. They've been left out and something's got to them. So that's a shame. So that's what's happened with those. See, that'll teach me for looking. I still think they'll have some value because it'll no doubt sell as a whole set. But the rest of them, yeah, the rest of them are all pretty good. So yeah, it's a Know Your Bible program. So we'll see. So these didn't have a price on them, so she just said, the lady that was in there just said $2 each. I said, yep, that's fine. So that's what I paid for those. And then I got some cool kids book. So this one's gorgeous. I grabbed this one straight away just for the purely illustrations. And it is lovely condition. It's got a beautiful dust jacket, and the dust jacket's in just as good condition. But the illustrations in it are beautiful. And this is from Bruce Watley, is the illustrator and the writer as well. And it's published, it's an Australian one, it's still going to be vintage, 1994, published in Hong Kong. So there you go. So it's an alphabet book. And then I saw this Michael Salmon book, Bears Go Exploring. Michael Salmon always sells pretty well, and because of his illustrations. This is coming a little loose, but not too bad a condition. This is from 1990. And it's only got just that little small bit of writing there. But again, great illustrations. And this will be one that I'll do for my channel, Grumpy Granny Reads, because I'm often looking for books that haven't got a lot of text, but have got really cool pictures. So it's that one. I've also got this one for that, because I also thought it was an interesting book. Grumpy Granny Reads, and she likes to read books to kids, but she likes to read books that the kids may not have seen or heard of before. With The Wolf Who Loved Salad. And I love the cover with the cat sitting on top of the wolf. If I bring it up a bit closer for you, it's pretty cool. And again, where's the... 1974, this one, printed in Belgium. But yeah, again, I just love that the illustrations were great, and I thought that one would make a really interesting Grumpy Granny Reads book. Now, the best one I got was this one. The Old Woman Who Loved to Read. Well, you're looking at, well, you're not looking at me, but you're listening to me. Yeah, John Winch. And again, the illustrations are lovely. Oops. Published by Scholastic. Often the kids' books, you'll find the publishing information in the back. I guess they put it in the back because they knew the kids wouldn't be looking for it. So, 1996. This is printed in Hong Kong. But yeah, again, beautiful illustrations. Really nice illustrations, actually. So, that is it. The end of my little thrift run for another while.